Hey, what's going on, party people? This your man Griff here. Finally, hopefully can get this video done. I've been trying for the last 3 days, and it seems like if I'm not in the car or sitting down at the house with my eggnog, I can't get through a video. I don't know what the heck the problem is. So y'all might hear some noise in the background. One, you might hear my phone going off because of the notifications. I'm gonna turn that down a little. And then you might hear airplanes flying over. I'm over here by Norfolk Airport. Just finished dropping off some stuff to the FedEx. Want to do this video about systems. I guess you could call it systems check. And I started thinking about the systems I have in place when I listened to a gentleman by the name of James Clear. He wrote a book called Atomic Habits. And in there, one of the statements, I can't remember if he just made the statement or it might be in the book, but basically it's more likely in the book too. He said, you don't rise to your goals or to the level of your goals, but you actually fall to the level of the systems you have in place. And I'm sort of paraphrasing because I can't remember exactly, but basically if you're failing, it's not because you're not obtaining your goals. You're not, meaning you don't have bad goals. It's the system that you have in place to help you accomplish that goal. So if the system you have in place is jacked up, then the goal that you have will never be reached. It's that simple. So with this notary game, when you listen to people, and I know y'all heard all the people, and this is, please, whether you like them or don't like these people, this is not me bashing anybody. This is just me, in my opinion, just sharing the way I perceived it. When I first listened to various individuals out there talking about, how much money you can make being a notary, there was really no system. I mean, they said there's a system, but they didn't really clarify that to me without, again, you having to pay to be a part of their group. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're a person who don't have the funds to pay $400 or $15 or $35 or whatever to be a part of their group, then you never really learn what the system is to manage this thing. You really, really don't. What you end up doing is scrambling. So what I learned was that listening to them, you can make $150 for each time you do this. Okay. Of course, they said you can make between $75 and $150, but we as human beings, we don't hear I don't hear no $75. I hear the $150. Okay. I can get $150. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's where I want to be, $150. But how do you get there? That was the thing. So in the beginning, I said, well, I want to make $1,500 a month. I think $1,500, and forgive me if I, for my math, my mind math and all that. Yeah, $1,500 a month. I should have known that. 10 signers a month. So at $150. What they don't tell you, and there's nothing wrong with them not telling you, because it's up to you to do your own due diligence and research. The average company only want to pay you $85. So $85, I'm going to have to do a little bit more. I have to do probably almost double, then 10, I'm going to have to do like 20, 23 to get that 1,500. Okay. So that means I got to do $1,500 a month, and I have to do at least 20 closings a month. What system do you have in place to get those closings? Now, of course, you can sign up for everybody, but here's the thing. The number one area that I think most people fail when it comes to this in their system, they don't know their schedule. You done talked to your family and told them, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm out here getting orders and I'm going to be making money and all of that. But the problem is when an order comes in for $85, irregardless of the price, but just say $85. And you're like, oh, okay, yeah, that's Tuesday at 7 p.m. Yeah. Well, you're so excited, you forgot that you and the wife supposed to go see dot, dot, dot. Y'all supposed to go take the kids such and such place. You forgot you supposed to be on a Zoom call with your family talking about your family reunion coming up. Or the umpteenth dozen cruise y'all always going on every year. Come on now. And y'all know I'm telling the truth, because every time I turn around, somebody talking about they going on a cruise with Corona or without Corona. So you got all these other plans that you had down, and you're so excited that you got that first order, you forgot all about what's already on your calendar. The number one thing you have to know is what you have on your plate. What is on your calendar at least for the next week? I have to know for the next 2 weeks, because I'm starting to get orders that booking me in some cases 2 weeks out. So if I get an order, like I've been got orders for December 3rd, 1st through the 3rd last week. So that meant last week, and this week I'm in right now doing this recording is the day after Thanksgiving. So that means the week before Thanksgiving, I was getting orders for December. I needed to know what my schedule was. I needed to know where everybody in my family needed to be, where I needed to be in relationship to them. And that way, if an order came in, I can say, yes, I can take that. So you have to know what your schedule is. That's the number one part of this system. If you don't know what your schedule is, you're not going to succeed. Okay? Now, in knowing what your schedule is, and the reason why that's important is this. When that order comes in, let's just say you're fortunate and you get a $150 order. And all of a sudden you're like, okay, yeah, I can take that. If you don't know what your schedule is and you book to do that, now you might have to come off of it. And if you have to come off of it too many times doing that, it might make you look unreliable. Make you look like you can't be trusted or counted on. And that's going to hurt you. That is really going to hurt you, because then the company going to be like, nah, we're not going to mess with Gail. Nah, we're going to leave Earl alone. Nah, we're not going to mess with them, because they take the orders and then 20 minutes later, 10 minutes later, hour later, they're like, oh, I forgot I had. And people do that to these companies a lot, and they think that crap is funny, and it's not, because it actually hurts the new notary coming in, and it makes the new notaries, people be a little skittish about using y'all. So if you're out there doing that, please stop, okay? Either you can do the order or you can't do the order, but all of this taking the order, then turning around and throwing it back, I ain't gonna do it no more, and nah, stop that. So know your schedule. If you don't know your schedule, and if you have to go check with your husband, wife, kids, parents, whoever, by the time you get the clearance from them that, oh yeah, you can do that on Tuesday at 7, the order is gone. You literally have to know within milliseconds of seeing that order, oh, I can take this, click. I can't take that. Hit nope, I'm not available. I can, I can't. I can, I can't. You have to be, and it can be stressful, and it takes some time getting to that point. That's why, again, as I said, I have my little trusty calendar. I have it also on my phone. I can pull my calendar up whenever I'm ready on my phone. Bam, I got that. Knowing them greens, that's those orders. Those orders. You see, those orders. That's what that is. That's those orders. Okay. So I know at a moment's notice, if I can't grab this, I got that. Okay. So you need to know what your schedule is, because if you're on a platform like Signature Closers, when the order comes in and you hit accept, that means, so this one here, just be straight up coming in for the first at 8 a.m. All right. So I'm sitting here looking, I already know my schedule. I already know I got one at 10. I'm going to say, yes, I'm available for this 8. Bam. Okay. You have to know. So I looked at my schedule. All right. And that's them saying I've been assigned. You got to be quick on this thing, baby girl. I'm telling you, you got to be quick. If you're not quick on this, you will lose out. So now I got a 10 a.m., a 2 p.m., and a 5 p.m. on the first. So first thing now, and this is another part of your system. Okay, y'all watching this semi-live. So now I'm putting down on my calendar 8 a.m. that I got an appointment. Okay, 8 a.m. I got an appointment. So now I know on there I got an appointment at 8 a.m. If anything else comes up, that means I got 8, 10, 2, 5. So that means I might be able to slide a noon in there, or I might be able, most definitely can probably throw a 3:30 in there maybe, and anything after 5. So that means probably 6:37. Okay, so that's where I'm at now. So the first, I got my 4, want 5 normally. I'm trying to do 5 or 6, but I got that. Okay, and it's only for 85, but I'm cool. I'm cool with that. $85. I can take that because I'm still trying to average 500 a day. That's how quick it is. I mean, literally, y'all saw this for yourself. The order came in. I looked at it December the 1st, 8 a.m. Boom. You know, I don't know if y'all can see that, but y'all see that 8 a.m. the 1st. Okay, I've been assigned. Now, I'm good. So that's on my calendar. When I get a chance, I'm going to update my digital calendar. And my wife has a copy of that calendar. So again, knowing your schedule and then coordinating that with your significant other. So I have my wife's calendar. Every time she does something with her cosmetology school, it gets put on my calendar. When I'm doing something for mine, it gets put on her. Actually, she doesn't. Her calendar is so full, I can't even put myself on hers. So I literally just made a calendar link, and she pulls up my calendar, looks at it, and says, okay, this Griff's calendar, here's my calendar. So we mesh and we know what each other is doing. She knows when I have signings, all of that. That's a part of what you have to do. And that's just an email confirmation. So that's what you have to do. Sorry, this seemed like I'm a little bit all over the place, y'all. But the main point is know your schedule. If you don't know your schedule, how can you take orders to equate to 15 or 20 a month in order to make the $1,500 you want? That's where I was at. Now, I had no idea that I needed to do this. I don't recall anybody talking about that outside to the general public from their super secret, whether it's Facebook groups or whatever their program is. But on the outside here, if you don't know what your schedule is, you will not be successful with this. You cannot just be, I mean, if you want to be random with it, you can. But I'm telling you, and I know I sound like a broken record, you can't. And it's nothing, like mind-blowing. It's just, you got to know what your schedule is. And the reason why I harp on that so much is because I work with notaries, and in the beginning, they take orders and then they start canceling because, I forgot. And that makes them look bad. And then they have to work extra hard to get those companies to realize that, no, that was just a one-off. I'm not really unreliable. I'm not really that discombobulated where I don't know what's going on. They expect you to know what your schedule is, and you need to. So you need to work with your family to make sure that they ain't got nothing going on that you need to be at when an order comes in. And if an order, and now there are times where you can cancel, but I'm talking about you're grabbing 5-6 orders a day, and 3 of them you're canceling on. Okay, then you grab another 3 or 4 tomorrow, and you're canceling on 2. After a while, it's like, okay, do you even know what's going on in your life that you have to keep canceling because I forgot? And I'm harping on this because I'm telling y'all, if you don't get this together, you will not succeed. There's just no way, because the other parts of the systems all are predicated on this. Okay, hope I used the term right. You got to get everything in order for the rest of the systems. You got to, or any part of the system that you put in place, and it varies for each person. You got to know your schedule. So when you wake up in the morning, like I did a couple of days ago, I woke up on the day before Thanksgiving, and I'm sitting there in the bed chilling, and all of a sudden a $180 order came in. I hit that button so fast. Now, and I knew as soon as I saw it, I was like, it's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. I had it was for 4 o'clock. I had a 5 o'clock already booked. I called the gentleman. Hey, I'm supposed to meet you at 4. They've already sent me the documents. Would you be okay if we met a little bit earlier? If that's okay with you. He said, no problem. I can meet you at 3:30. That cleared up my whole day. That made everything work. So that day alone, I made over 600 some bucks. So you got to know your schedule. Now, if it would have came in for 5, I would have said, nope, I'm not available. But it said 4. I said, might be able to squeeze that in. And I was able to. So again, know your schedule. You know what your schedule is. It's going to open up the door for everything else, because now, because you know your schedule and you're able to keep tabs on that, and when you start accepting orders, now you can say, okay, well, here's my schedule. I got this many days left in a month. Okay, I can throw in another 3 or 4. I can throw in another 3 or 4 because I got these things. I got a doctor's appointment. I got this with the kids. Matter of fact, I just want to sit back and chill, or whatever the case may be. And I'm not against anybody chilling. I'm saying chill, do your thing, but stop taking orders when you know you can't. And you say, well, I didn't know. Then you better find out whether you can, so you're not embarrassing yourself. Okay, because after a while, I've seen it. The buzzer stops dinging. You stop getting those text messages because you're not reliable at all. And the only way to redeem yourself is some other company gives you a shot. You start doing good, and then they start commenting on your profile in the back office of these signing companies saying, oh, you're a great notary, this, that, and the other. That's the only way. Other than that, you can mess yourself up before you even really get started. And I've seen it happen. And some people are able to bounce back from it. Some people aren't. So if you got a relationship issue with your spouse, again, like I said earlier, jealousy, worrying about how much money you making, worrying about how long you out the house, all of that kind of stuff, it's going to be hard. I'm just being real with you. It's going to be real hard for you to do this thing, so that's the first part of the system. Know your schedule. By you knowing your schedule, as soon as the order comes in, you'll know whether or not you can take it. So I'm already looking at the first week. I already know the 4th, the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The 4th and 5th, I don't have anything on my schedule. I got 2 on the 3rd, and I got 1 on the 2nd. So if anything comes in for the 2nd before 4 o'clock, I don't care what time it is. If it's paying right, I'm taking it. If I'm boom. On the 3rd, anything comes before 3:30, 1 o'clock, 1:30, I'm good. I'm gonna take it. Period. I already know. There's no questions asked. It's like, oh, okay, boom. And the only way I'm not gonna take it is if it's really, really a low pay, or something way out that's just too far of a drive, then I won't take that. But that's the game here, okay? So, again, didn't mean for the video to be this long. My apologies, y'all. But I hope y'all learned something. All right, peace. Part of people.